Anna, and out of California. And welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hi, Jesse.
Jane, we'll
I
try
got
your phone again. We'll get back to you. Go ahead, Ann.
okay. Jesse, I spoke with you a couple of weeks ago about my adult daughter who's out of control and she has addiction issues and she doesn't seem to want to get help. And you gave me good advice not to really have her around anymore because she would steal more of my time or whatever. And okay, so since I spoke to you last, now she's in jail, and she was just arrested for assault and just out of control behavior. I won't get into all of that. But her father and I are trying to figure out whether we should bail her out for a second time out of jail because she hasn't made any changes.
And so, your question for me is what?
Should we bail her out of jail again?
What
Which
did your
we already
husband?
have.
What did your husband say?
Well, we're not married anymore, but we are on good speaking terms about our
Oh,
children. And yeah, and he's a police officer, and it's really hard to have our daughter in jail when you know what I mean? It's a little more dangerous, but she's very kind of narcissistic. I love her. We love her so much, but her behavior is just out of control. She's 35 years old.
so
This
what
is the second.
did her father say?
Oh, he said that he thinks that she should. He just said it last night. His heart is broken about it, but he said he thinks that he should not bail her out.
He should not.
Not
Right.
because he's already done it for $10,000 before, and she still has an open case that's not resolved, and now new charges.
So, do the people in jail know that her daddy is a police?
I'm not sure yet
Oh,
because she
okay.
was just arrested in another county or a
But
neighboring
but
county.
but Anna, I want you to think about this question. Your daughter is out of control. She won't listen to you or her father. It seems
Right,
you
at all.
bailed her out before with $10,000 that you don't have back yet.
Right.
Why would that even be in a question in your mind to bail her out? Why would you even consider that at all?
Well, I don't think I am. My heart says not to, but it's such a hard. I woke up this morning. I agreed with him last night.
You
We
what?
essentially, I agreed with him last night about
Oh,
his decision,
you agreed.
and I
Okay.
did. I did agree. I said because that's what my heart says. My heart says don't do it because she'll get in more trouble and it'll be
But
worse. And
don't you already just kind of know that anyway? She,
it's
she's
funny,
not
Jesse.
listening to you or anyone or herself or anything. Why would you even? I mean, it's not. It's not even. I wouldn't be taking her calls. I wouldn't put money on her books. I would just let her suffer. How would she? If you loved her, you let her go.
That's what I know. It's true, and I do love her, and I have let her go before. And it's because she's the mother of my only two grandchildren, and
And
I don't know. I have perpetual guilt feelings, like I'm
you,
responsible for everything.
you have what now?
I like perpetually feel guilty about everything. I don't know
Why?
why. It was the way I was raised, I think. But
And how
I
long will
just,
you hold on to that false stuff?
I try not to. I really try not to, but I don't know why it keeps, getting a hold of me. But I do agree with you, and I wanted to talk to you. I respect you a lot. And I think I just wanted the affirmation or confirmation that it really is the right decision to make.
But you need to see it for yourself because just because I said I wouldn't recommend it, you still need to see for yourself that whether it makes sense or not.
I do, and then I question myself. Like I have a logical mind that says, okay, that makes sense. We bailed her out before. Don't do it again. It didn't help. She got in worse trouble. She has a couple more felony charges. And if we let her out, that she would probably get into more trouble.
What
So,
why did you bail her out the first time?
well, actually, at that time, I didn't know about it. I found out the day she got out. She was only in for one day, and he bailed her out.
Oh, her
So
father?
yes, and
Oh,
I didn't, it just happened so fast.
right.
And it was all done, and she's still, it's a year and a half later, she has the court going on still, and she's been really making very bad choices, very bad choices
Is she going to
ever
continue to
since.
make them as long as you guys bail her out?
Right, so
There's
so
no
that was
reason for her not to make them as long as someone's bailing her out.
that's what I'm realizing. She does rely on everyone saving her for the past 17 years of her adult life.
Amazing.
And
Yeah.
so you mean as far, but not with the law. The law just breaking the law that just started about a year and a half ago.
It's going to only get
And
worse if you back her, if you bail her out.
so
Why do
that was
you
my
feel guilty?
because that's the way my mom raised me. I would put all that in my mind,
How
and
old
I've
are
been
you
trying to
now?
overcome it. Too old enough to know better.
Right.
56.
So why do you keep? And who is the person that's feeling guilty?
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I just don't even. I don't know where it comes
When you
from.
say I feel guilty, who is the I? Describe the I.
I listen to you with other people, and everyone's stumped on this, and I listen, and I'm stumped too. Like who is Anne Marie? You know?
Right. So why do you say I feel guilty when there is no Anne Marie?
Oh gosh. Oh boy. Well, I'd rather be nothing than something. Who is
But
Anne Marie? Anne Marie is nothing. I don't know. I'm just here, but a breath.
and so if you truly believe that, why do you say I feel guilty? Do you know one of the worst things, and I'm telling you the truth about this, one of the worst things that human being can do to themselves is to say I feel this or I feel guilty. There is no you to feel guilty. You're worshiping the devil, you're communicating with evil, and you're calling evil you.
Mm.
There's no self to feel guilty about.
Well, that's lovely.
That is lovely. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? But so who is the I that feel guilty? There's somebody there that's telling you you feel guilty. Who is telling you that?
Well, I will say, I mean, this is real quickly, the way I was spoke to, everything was my fault. My being born was my fault, literally. I was told that all the time. And then when I got married, had a family, everything that went wrong was my fault. After the divorce, it's all my fault. You know what I mean? I've
So
heard
you're
the
gonna
most
spend your
wretched
whole
things.
lifetime believing those lies?
No, I don't want to at all, and I know better inside.
But
But then there's
are
some
you
part
doing the
of me.
silent prayer?
No, I'm
Or
going to be
suffer
honest.
and die? What's up?
I know, and that's the other thing I wanted to talk to you about. What in the world is it? But I know better. I've been listening to you for years. That every time I do it, I do it. It feels great. I mean, I feel freer. It's just clearer. Everything. I go to do it again. Oh no, I find something else to do. Distraction. And I
Because you
know that's
love your
not me.
hell, you love evil, and you keep letting evil to even take you away from the present, which is of God, right here, right now. You still love the evil.
Which is so hard to hear. That's so hard to hear.
Why?
Because I don't want to live evil.
Well, then you don't
But
have to love evil. Just don't give in to it. Let it pass, and you'll be fine. Do the silent prayer, stay present, and you'll be fine.
I have been trying to, when I do attempt to do it, I just appreciate that feeling of being in the present. It's such a wonderful feeling. It
It's
really is.
amazing.
Yeah.
But then stay with it. Don't give in to evil. And if you find yourself giving in, just come back to present.
I think there's something inside of me that feels like I'm not worth that peace, to have peace. I'm not meant to have that peace.
And who is not worth it?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
But why do
It's,
you say I'm not worth it? Who is not worth it? You say I. Who am? Who is the I that is not worth it?
yeah, that answer. I'm trying to understand what you're saying with other people and myself. That there is no you to feel guilty. I mean, I understand. It seems like it makes sense, but I don't know how to implement it. Like, I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe.
I told you how to implement it. I told you to do the silent prayer and stay present, and the truth will take care of it. That's how you implement it. The truth will handle it for you. The truth, the love, the light, God will handle it for you. He tell you to bring all that unto Him, your living sacrifice. Give it to Him, but you won't do it, and it's insane.
It is insane. It's absolutely insane. All of it. Mm. So I appreciate your time, and you don't think that I should or that we should put money on her books for commissary or talk to her or anything? I mean, I know he's not
Let
telling us
me
what
let
to
me.
do.
Right. I'm not. I can't tell you guys exactly what to do. That's a
Right.
decision only you can make it. But I would never do that. I would not put when I even family members or close friends when they go to jail. I tell them beforehand. When you go to jail, if you go to jail, I'm not putting money on the books. I'm not coming to see you. I'm not taking collect calls or anything. You're gonna have to stay in jail until you find your way out. And I remember I got that from growing up. My grandparents used to tell us all the time that if y'all go to jail, I ain't coming to see you. I ain't putting no money on the books. And I ain't taking no collect calls. You're gonna stay in. You're gonna rot in jail. And
Oh
that kept
my
me.
goodness.
And that kept me out of jail.
Did they keep most people out of jail with that?
At least in my family, it did.
Yeah. I bet.
My family member. I don't know one person right now that I can remember that went to jail when I was growing up.
Wow. Now they're going left and right. And my daughter, I never expected, none of us ever expected this to happen.
Your daughter is doing what your daughter wants to do. She love her misery, and she love making you guys misery feel bad so y'all can bear her out so she can stay in her misery and keep you in misery.
And do you know, Walter, the last time that she got arrested, first...
Hold on, and hold on.
Go ahead.
888-7753-773. Let me go quick back to Anna Marie. Anna Marie, you have an American name. You should be proud.
Thank you. I am. I am from Chicago. I was born in Chicago. So the last thing I was going to say, just mention, was that the first time that she was arrested, she's always been a little rebellious, but not this, not this out of control, of course. But the first time she was arrested, then her father bailed her out, and she's going to do everything right. She did good for about 8 months, and then she started up with her shenanigans again.
Yeah.
So we both said to her, what are you doing? I'm concerned about this, concerned about who you're hanging out with. And that's ever since, for the past, 6 months or so, 5 months, she has been shredding us up endlessly. She'll write him these long, long texts, terrible, breaking his heart over and over again, her father. And then me, because he doesn't talk to her that much, but I will talk to her. And wow, I've never been spoken to that way in my whole entire life. From all the people in my life put together, my daughter has taken the cake. She just keeps continually wanting to put us down and blame us for everything. And it's like, are you kidding
And you know
me?
why? Because she hates you all for not being perfect parents. And then she hates you for trying to bail her out.
Really? Oh.
People hate weak people.
Yes.
Women hate weak men, and men hate aggressive women. And there's no love. So she hates you because you won't let go.
Wow, but then she keeps coming to me like a little baby, asking for help. You know what I
That's
mean?
to draw you in.
Yes, and that's what her brother says. Her brother has been trying to warn me. He even told me, I said, I can't believe she just got arrested again. He goes, are you serious? My young son, he's 29. He goes, are you serious, Mom? You're surprised?
Thank
And
you.
he's just so matter of
Absolutely.
fact with me. I love it.
But Anne Marie, you need
Yes,
to let go. You need to grow up.
I know. It's true. I do need to let go. I feel like I'm responsible for everything and have to
I know why
take
you
care
feel
of
that way.
everyone.
I know why you feel that way too.
You do?
Yes.
I'm sure you do. Why?
You love it.
I don't. I don't love
Yes, you
it.
do. You get a thrill when you sit back and your daughter is cursing you out. Your daughter is making you collect calls from jail. Your daughter is making you put money on a book. And you sit back and talk about how bad that is and how bad you feel. You love it. You get the thrill from it. That's why you sit back and do it. It gives you a thrill. Poor me.
Terrible.
I feel sorry for my daughter. It's my fault. It's me. It's me, oh Lord. You get a thrill. That's why you do it. You wouldn't know what to do without that thrill.
Yes, I would because I have been suffering. I didn't talk to her for 2.5 years recently. I just started talking to her when she got arrested.
I
But
wouldn't
that,
even talk to her while she was arrested.
I mean, that just was a coincidence. I was going to my grandson's football game and things were, I thought, some time. Let some time, 2.5 years. And let me tell you, I was so much more peaceful, not worrying about everything. And
And
when I was cut off and she cut me off, and that was great because I needed to be cut off. Like, oh, you're so terrible and all this. I ask you for help, but you don't do what I want. Now I hate you. Okay, fine. And so we didn't talk for two and
Anna,
a half
let me do
years,
this.
and now it's fine.
Anna,
Yes.
you're never going to be free of all your thrills, your good and your bad thrills. Both are the same, they're bad. Until you can stay with the silent prayer so the light can save you from your misery.
That's true. That's true. And I think what I don't, maybe something about me doesn't feel like I deserve any kind of peace.
And who
I
don't
don't know.
feel like they deserve it? Who?
Yeah, then no one.
Well, then, what do you mean by that?
I don't know. I'm just realizing that really I don't know. I don't know when you ask people who is like say who is Anne Marie, and I notice people have a really hard time answering that, and I can't even answer it. So does that
So
mean that we're just nobody? Is that what you're trying to say?
you're not the person that you call yourself for sure. You have forgotten who you are because you have amnesia.
Uh-huh.
All traumatized people, all traumatized, and all the people in the world are traumatized by their mother because anyone that's born through the woman, you can't help but be traumatized. That's why you have to be born again of the spirit. And so when you were spiritually traumatized by your mother, you forgot who you were. And now you have all these false self that you call you, and it's not you at all. Those are just demons, false identities that's inside of you. Your mind and body, they're not even inside of you. They're inside the mind and the body. And you feel the pain in the body, and you call the pain in the body you because you believe you are your body.
Mm.
And the only way you got to overcome that is you got to die from it. And the only way you're going to die from it is the light of the Father has to take over. And by you just letting go, feel the pain, do nothing about it. Feel that pain of wanting to reach out for your daughter. Feel that pain of wanting to bail her out. Feel that pain of loneliness or fear or doubt or jealousy or envy or strife. Those are all evil spirits, and stop calling them you. Feel that pain of when your mother used to make you think everything was your fault. Feel the pain of it. And that's what it means to take it to the Father. Christ said, take it to the Father. Bring all of your present your body a living sacrifice. Break all of your pain and your worries and your insecurities and your doubt and your jealousies and your gossiping and your strife and your looking for love. Bring it to him. That's what he saved you from. That's what salvation is all about.
Saving you from your false self or something?
Yes.
Is that what you kind of mean?
Christ died, and when he died from the false self, and the real self rose up. And that's what will happen to you if you let yourself die. The false self die. All the delusions. You should have mercy upon yourself and stop living in the delusions. You don't have any mercy on yourself. You believe all the lies about yourself.
No, I don't. I have no mercy on myself.
Because you believe all the delusions.
And then when I feel that, you're struggling with that inside of yourself, and then other people tell you, especially your family, they tell you
give the family the finger.
And everything. I know it.
Why do you even listen to them? They don't know what they're talking about.
I just feel like a child inside who still hasn't really grown up. That I am so, I don't know, like my daughter, she can tell me terrible things, and then I'm inside thinking, I'm not that person. I'm not what she's saying.
Why do you even listen to her?
I don't know.
You love the pain. I told you why. You love it. You love the pain. You love it when your daughter tells you those things or your family members say the thing, and then you sit back and cry about it. Or you say, I'm not those things. That's not me. That's not me. You listen to it because you love it.
I'm used to listening to it.
And you love it.
You
used to loving it.
I sure didn't love it as a child, that's for sure. And it just carried on through.
So it's time to overcome. Do the silent prayer and be still and know you'll be fine. But you got to work. Forget about everybody else. Forget about your daughter, your ex-husband, everybody, and just work on you.
Which I have been doing until something like this comes up. And I tell you what, when I don't talk to, it's over talking to people and whatever, and I have a break from my daughter, I am so peaceful. I'm comfortable in my own skin.
So why don't you stay with that?
I know, I should. I don't know why.
No, that was a question.
I just keep getting weak, sucked in, feeling I'm responsible.
So just come back to strength. When you're weak, I understand, but just come back to the present. That's all.
Yeah.
Nothing lost.
Okay, and then the last thing is that worrying about her hating. I'll just say me because I can't speak for anyone else, but I am worried about her hating me if I don't, put money on her books, take her phone calls.
And you're going right back into hell right now. You're back into hell. You love it.
Or
who is the person terrible that hated and?
Okay, no one.
What?
I mean, no one.
Your daughter hates you when you put money on the books, and she's going to hate you when you don't put the money on the book. How long will you allow yourself to be controlled by evil?
No more. I'm tired.
No, you're
not. I've already had a heart attack.
What?
I've already had a heart attack 4 years ago.
And you love that.
No, I don't. I don't.
If you didn't, you would be given into it.
The silent prayer is the only answer I know, and I have to do it. That's it. I have to. I don't know what keeps pulling me away from doing that.
The devil, your God.
It's the thoughts. Yeah, they just, when I'm doing it, it just comes flooding in. I appreciate in the beginning of the silent prayer, if I hear other noises around, I feel, like you said, in the present. I'm so in the present in that moment. And then all of a sudden, the thoughts come. And it takes me away. And then I don't want to even try again.
But why not just go back to realize, hey, I've gotten caught up in a thought. No big deal. Or going back to the prayer. Just do it. That's all. No big deal. Because you're accustomed to living in the imagination. So you're going to find yourself falling in and out for a while. But after a while, you won't fall out anymore.
Okay.
Because it'll all be taken away from you.
You're right. I will. I'm going to. I'm sorry. Thank you.
What you sorry about?
Because you've already told me this, I've even had counseling with you once.
Oh, you did? What
Yeah,
the?
about 5 years ago.
So
And
do
you
you
told me you were out. You told me you just kept it so simple and beautiful, and you said you're on your way. You're on your way, Anne-Marie. And I felt so positive, and then right after that, I felt so good. Right after that, my life fell apart. It really did. It fell apart,
It was already
which
apart.
was good. It was supposed to fall apart.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
So do you
But I
spell your
never went
name?
back to it.
Do you spell your name ANNMARIE or is this hyphenated?
No hyphen, but Anne has an E.
ANNEMARIE?
Yes,
No hyphenated, right?
right. No
Nice
hyphen.
name.
Thank you.
One word. All right, Annie, go back to working on you. Forget about the world.
Okay. I will. Thank you so much. I
For-
will. Thank you so much for your time.
Forget about the world and work on you.
I will.
Forget about the world and work on you.
Amen.
There's not one reason to think about the world. Not one reason. Your biggest mistake is to think about the world.
Oh, my goodness, it is. That's for true.
You and everybody else on earth, their biggest mistake is when they think about the world. Thinking is evil. Christ said,
okay, that's good.
Christ said, bring all thoughts into captivity. Your thoughts are not the thoughts of God, and they're not of you. Bring every thought into captivity. All thoughts, all of them are all lies, all the time about anything.
And you know what? As long as I've been around, I can say that's probably true. At least it seems very true. All thoughts are all lies.
All the time. You could be
All of
free
that.
right now if you can see that alone. You could be free right now and never have to worry about this again.
I would love to be free.
You can be free if you want. What the?
Okay, well,
All
I'm
right.
going to be free then.
All
I'll
right.
call you back sometime.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Jesse.
Okay. Bye now.
Love you guys.
You
Bye-bye.
too. Bye.